You hear it at your kid's school, at the playground, and even on those girlfriend lunch dates. I'm talking about gossip, the rumors or mindless chatter about people who aren't part of that circle, aren't part of that conversation. But today we're sharing ways to help you go gossip free. Studio 5 contributor Dr. Matt Townsend joins me with strategies to lift others, not tear them down. I am so passionate about this topic, and hey, long time no see.
Good to see you.
20 minutes before the show, Townsend and I were both wandering the halls of Broadcast House. We ran into each other.
I couldn't get out of the building.
Like we had nowhere else to be, but yet here we are.
I was lost.
Okay, gossip free. Are you speaking to whom then? Children, teenagers,
all
mom?
Human beings on earth. The Pope Francis says gossip is terrorism with people.
Oh, wow.
When you gossip, it's like throwing a bomb in the room and then walking away. Carnage.
That's dramatic.
It needs to stop.
Why do we get caught up in it? Good, value-based women, why do we get swept away in that kind of conversation?
Some people say it's because you're human, and humans are social, and social beings want to stay connected, and a lot of the research shows it does help you connect, it does help you know the rules, it does help you maintain a social order. The problem is, it also kind of enhances your dark side. It allows you to ostracize other people and to exert power over people and to be passive aggressive. So we want to fix that side of it and instead kind of less terrorism, less bomb throwing, more brick building of a community.
This might be a dumb question, but how would you define gossip? How you personally?
So gossip to me would be anytime I'm trying to increase my hierarchy or status by lowering yours verbally.
So it's a positioning.
That's a positioning. If I'm going to talk about your life to other people, then I'm doing that for a reason, and that would probably be me trying to gain some credibility by either lowering yours or trying to put my position in a hierarchy.
I found myself in a female circle, right?
Yeah.
Conversing with these wonderful
drum circle?
women.
Was it a drum circle?
No, there were no drums.
Okay.
But someone said something about another woman who was not there, but she threw in the line, now I'd say this if she was standing.
Yeah. Well, she might be.
I mean,
yeah, I say that all the time when she's right.
I would say that if she was standing right here. Does that qualify as gossip in your mind?
No, because she's not standing there.
Okay.
So the irony is, why say it? But there's some reason we're saying it.
Yeah.
And we're probably saying it because it's giving us something, right? It's giving us an edge. It's giving us a position, a hook with somebody. The problem with it is, even if you did it in the best way possible, so talking about others is really powerful and positive if you're saying positive things. But if you have to say, I would say it if she were standing here.
It's not a positive thing.
Not a positive thing.
Step one in going gossip free, our quest here today, you say is to share your goal.
Share your goal.
Let everyone know you are setting out to do this.
So start telling everyone. I was listening to the Pope the other day, and the Pope said, I need to get to heaven, and to get to heaven, I got to quit gossiping.
The Pope or Matt Townsend?
Or Matt Townsend.
Take your pick.
Go with the Pope. But so the crazy thing is share it, because if you share your goal with people that you want to be gossip free, you're actually kind of telling them, so don't gossip with me. Help me be healthier at this. And the cool thing about not gossiping about others is you're telling the people you're with that I won't gossip about you. So if you'll help me not gossip about others, then that means you're going to be secure when I'm not with you. I won't gossip about you.
You say if you're tempted in the moment, you feel yourself starting to go toward that sentence or topic of conversation, that you really need to look at the humanity of it.
We tend to demonize people instead of humanize them. If I, honestly, think about how you would feel if people were talking about you behind your back. So one of the fastest ways to not gossip is just to remember what it feels like. And if you can feel what it feels like to be this human being, remember, everybody you ever talk about is a human being with fears, with inadequacies, with self-esteem issues, with stuff, with junk. And if you keep spreading their junk, and they're not even doing it anymore, they may have made a mistake, but you're the one that keeps spreading it, proffering it out there, then all of a sudden you're part of the spread of someone's worst stuff. Make sure as a human that we humanize other people, demonize them. The mere fact that you can talk negative about somebody, you're following the trail of demonization instead of humanizing humans.
It is hard. It can be innocent. It can just slip up in, you know, a matter-of-fact daily conversation.
And it's very real. Researchers show that it's good for you socially. It strengthens what you know about the community. You learn a lot about social rights and rites of passage and things you say and you don't say through gossip. So it does benefit us. The problem is it benefits the base side of us, not kind of the elevated essence side that we want to grow.
So if gossip is essentially tearing other people down, the opposite of that would be lifting others up. How can we do a better job of that?
The best way to lift another person is the way you lift yourself. You would never sit there and say, holy cow. You won't believe what I said yesterday, to just debase and lower yourself. So if you would just actually talk about others the way you want to be talked about, literally, that would lift them. Start to show the positive side. With everything you could say negative, you can say something positive. And if you could say something positive, say it. Say, even though, you know, someone might bring up, well, Stacey did the rudest thing the other day. You know what? I totally agree. I can see how that might be a problem. And the thing I love about Stacey is that she also does this and this and this. And if you can just start to share the other side of the story.
That takes social courage in the
takes
moment.
A lot of
because then you feel like you're painting a halo around your head and being higher than the conversation.
That's why earlier, if we've told everyone our goal is not to talk about her, and so you can even go back to that. Honestly, I really don't want to end up gossiping about her. So let me just tell you 3 things I love about Stacey. And you all know I've had issues with her, but I still love this and this and this about her.
No, that's a good
powerful.
transitional phrase. This next step takes courage. It takes grit, which leads to character. But you say if you have a grievance with someone, don't play middleman. Go straight to the person.
Eliminate the middleman. If you've got a problem, go to the problem that you have. Don't go to all of the other friends. One reason we do that is to build a social network of support almost against this person. So instead, I'm not going to build the support network against this person. I'm just going to take it to the person. And you said it takes courage. If I don't have the courage to take it to the person, then don't have the weakness to just go spread it behind the back. Otherwise, what you're building is a lack of character. And then what you become somebody people don't trust. In the end, if we know people gossip about us, I know I can't trust you deep down. We might be chummy and buddy, but I know I can't trust you deep down. So eliminate the middleman. Go straight to the person you have the issue with. And I understand that's super hard, but in the end, it gets to our final principle. Remember that your peace, your self-worth, your sense of progress socially, your sense of value, your sense of growth does not come from people. It comes from principles. So when you live the principle that I'll honor you, I'll turn the cheek, everything that the Pope teaches, all of those great principles, it's going to come from the fact that I live principle. I don't just try to play to people.
I love this. I love this because for kids, for teenagers, it's a little more blatant and outright. But for grown women, it's subtle, it's a little manipulative, and it creeps into our conversation in really unintentional ways.
What do we call it for teens? We call it bullying. We call it bullying. Gossiping is it's the subtle bully. And if we don't want our children to be bullies, we probably ought not do it as adults.
Go gossip free.
Go gossip
I'm on board. Hey, and big news while you're here.
Huge.
You have just solidified your fall date night for 2016.
So November 12th, big moment, Olympus Junior High. Go to datenightswithmatt.com. If you enter in the code STUDIO5, you get $10 off. Bring your partner. We're going to kill it. We'll laugh, we'll cry. It's better than cats.
There's only 2 of these a year, so get it on the calendar. You won't regret it.
Super fun.
Thank you so much,
Thanks,
sir.
Brooke.
See you in the hallways of KSL Broadcast House.